Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Mac, and today I'm going to be talking about this new form of shiny hunting. I say form, but really it's a different spin on a current method of shiny hunting. And this is basically a way to Masuda breed shiny Pokemon faster using a Magikarp. So a little bit of backstory about this method. Magikarps require 1,024 steps to hatch their eggs, which is the fastest hatching egg in the game, compared to an Axew, which is 10,240 steps to hatch one egg. That is a 10 times slower egg to hatch when compared to Magikarp. So if you were to Masuda breed for a shiny Axew, you would get it in 10 times the length of time compared to a Magikarp because of how the steps work out. So what we're going to be doing with this is essentially counting how many eggs it takes to get a shiny Magikarp, and then resetting the game, replacing the Magikarp in the nursery, and then getting that many eggs of a different Pokemon for it to be shiny. I did test this live on Twitch. For those of you who don't know, I have been doing a lot of shiny hunting over on twitch.tv the past couple of months. So a day or so ago, I tested this out on stream and had a great success. I ended up getting a female shiny Salandit out of this, which is amazing because I was not looking forward to SOS hunting that thing. So while I have my stream playing in the background, I'm going to be explaining what I'm doing so that you guys can follow along and hopefully get this working for you as well. So the first step is to save your game without any Pokemon in the nursery. You want to save your game and then place a Ditto, preferably a foreign Ditto, equipped with a Destiny Knot into the nursery along with either a Magikarp or, in my case, a Gyarados. Now you want this to be a foreign Ditto because this requires the Masuda method and or the Shiny Charm. If you have the Shiny Charm, you don't necessarily need to do the Masuda method, but it can only help. If you do not have the Shiny Charm, then you need to do Masuda method for this. So a foreign Ditto and a local Magikarp or Gyarados will do the trick for you. So place a Ditto and the Magikarp or Gyarados in your daycare, and then what I did was I got 6 Pokemon in my party. The reason for this is that once you collect the egg from the daycare lady, it will automatically get sent to your box, and this is what we want. You want to collect 30 eggs. Why 30? Because you can hold 30 Pokemon in a box. That's pretty common knowledge. So you want to collect 30 eggs. I send them straight to my box so that I don't get any steps on them while I'm collecting the other eggs. After you get your 30 eggs, you want to remove the parent Magikarp or Gyarados from the nursery. This is to temporarily halt the generation of eggs, in case one were to generate, and that would be the shiny, and then you save your game, and then you can't do anything because you saved the game on the shiny Magikarp. So anyways, remove the parent from the nursery to halt egg spawns, and then you want to hatch your 30 eggs. I recommend getting a Pokemon with either Magma Armor or Flame Body. I'm using a Magmortar for this because of its ability that increases the speed of hatching eggs. So you want to hatch all 30 eggs. If none of the eggs you hatch contain the shiny Pokemon that you want, in this case Magikarp, if none of them contain the shiny Magikarp, you just repeat the last few steps. You want to save the game, put the parent back in the nursery, collect 30 more eggs, move the parent from the nursery, hatch the 30 eggs again. You just want to rinse and repeat that until you get the shiny Magikarp. Once you do, take note of which egg it was. In my case, it was the 20th egg of the current box I was collecting. Once you know the number egg that the Magikarp hatched from, do not save. You want to reset your game. This is where the RNG manipulation comes into play. The way that Sun and Moon generate shiny Pokemon through the Masuda method, the RNG behind it actually is set in stone for future eggs that have not been generated yet. So because we know that the 20th egg was a shiny Magikarp, if we swap the Magikarp or Gyarados parent in the nursery with another breedable Pokemon, then the 20th egg from that group will also be shiny. So in this case, I swapped out the Gyarados for a Salandit. Now this part is important. You do not need to hatch every egg you collect, but you do need to collect every egg. So my 20th egg would have been a shiny Salandit, but because I had accidentally rejected 2 eggs up to that point, my 22nd egg became the shiny Salandit. It was a 22nd egg because I rejected 2. So it's whichever egg you collect counts towards the counter of eggs you need to get to. So after that, you will hatch the Pokemon, it'll be shiny, and it will have the same IV, it will have the same IVs passed down and the same nature. And it will also have what's called a gender roll. In the game of Pokemon, to determine gender for a Pokemon that can't be either male or female, it rolls a number between 1 and 8. For a Pokemon like Salandit that has a 12.5 chance of being shiny, that means the game has to roll an 8 for it to be female. But for a Pokemon like Magikarp that has a 50% chance of being female, it needs to roll a 5, 6, 7, or 8. I just got extremely lucky that the female shiny Magikarp that I had rolled an 8 for the gender, because that translated to a female Salandit after the egg hatched. And things like nature, you can alter that by putting an Everstone on the switched in parent. If I had put an Everstone on my Salandit, the nature would not have been the same as the Magikarp. And although the Magikarp and the Salandit had different IVs themselves, the particular stat from the Magikarp that got transferred to the offspring was the same stat from the Salandit that got transferred to the offspring. So that's how that works. So this can be used to breed competitive Pokemon faster. Again, this is all meant to get the Pokemon faster by breeding Magikarps instead of the Pokemon you're looking for. So that's pretty much all you gotta do. Just follow the steps that I just explained, and I'll go over them again one more time briefly. Step 1, save your game. Step 2, put a Ditto with a Destiny Knot along with your Magikarp into the nursery. Step 3, collect 30 eggs. Step 4, remove the parent from the nursery to temporarily halt egg generation. Step 5, hatch the 30 eggs. Step 6, if none of the eggs contain the shiny, repeat steps 1 through 5. If an egg does contain the shiny, move on to step 7, which is take note of which egg it was, and again, in my case, 20th egg, and then reset your game. After resetting the game, swap the Magikarp with a Pokemon you want to get shiny, again in my case Salandit, and then collect your 20 eggs, then hatch the 20th egg to get the shiny Pokemon. And another crucial point, I'm just going to reiterate this, they are collected eggs, not generated eggs. If you reject an egg, it does not go towards the count you need to get to the shiny. So that's pretty much it in terms of this method. It does, again, still require you to go through the work of getting the shiny Magikarp, but it will be faster because of the steps required for Magikarp. If you guys found this helpful at all, or if you have any other questions, then make sure to let me know down in the comments section below. Leave a like if this helped you get your own shiny. And make sure to check out my Twitch streams. I stream 4 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. 3 days a week is Pokemon, 4th day is some variety game that you guys get to choose. So check out my Twitch, I've got a Discord server you can go check out, follow me on Twitter, and of course subscribe on YouTube. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.